yeah. Beyond the vows, where the truth gets real. Faith and love, yeah, that's the deal. WC and Maria, bringing that glow. Tuesday nights is the show you gotta know.
Love ain't a moment, it's a movement we found. Beyond the vows, where the real talk sounds. From single to married, decades deep. Together we rise, where the promise is key.
Lessons in laughter, faith in the mix. Every story a bond, every challenge a fix.
SKST,
Tune in, don't be late.
7 p.m.
Band trip,
Let's elevate. So come vibe with us. Take a seat, take a bow. We're diving deep beyond the vows.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Jamming off that.
Yes. Yes. That's my good friend, Thomas Davis says, yes. Hey, guys.
Hey, everyone. How are you?
Oh, my goodness. Happy, get ready for the new year.
Yeah.
Yep.
For it.
So I hope your Christmas was awesome.
Yes.
Ours was awesome.
Great time.
Oh,
Great
we had
time.
a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you're here at Beyond the Vows with your host, WC, and the hostess with the mostest, Maria. And this is the last show of the year.
Yeah.
So we're really glad to see 2025 go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's been a challenging year,
Yeah.
So we're just gonna, like punt, take 2025 football and just kick it up.
But make sure we hit the what? Field goal out of here.
Well, a lot of them kicks this year for 25 hit the goal and fell off. Wasn't no score. You know what I'm saying?
But before we go into our show,
been a challenging year. And so listen, we're going to talk about. We're going to do a recap. This is going to be our recap of what we've done and what we've experienced during this past year. Many highs, some lows, and just a time to reflect. This time of year, everybody's talking about what has happened and how they're going to make changes. Make their New Year's resolution. And how many people make New Year's resolutions every year and don't keep to them. So that's why I don't even make them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like making a promise that you don't keep. But I digress. So we have been talking all year, or since we've been on the air, about our wonderful sponsors, which is Deaf Child Hope. Deaf Child Hope International. And I tell you, my heart gets heavy, because we haven't seen a lot of movement, and I really, these kids really need your help. I can't stress it enough. We're blessed to have a child that we sponsor. But please go to deafchildhope.org. Okay? Do it for us. Do it for someone you love. And these are over 25 million children who are in poverty, but also they are deaf. Imagine if you could not hear. Imagine if somebody was saying something to you and you don't know what they're saying. They could be talking about you like a dog. They could be saying, and it's so frustrating. So imagine how these kids are frustrated they are. And some of them want to interact and stuff like that. And like I said, and they don't have the resources. So please go to deafchildhope.org today, tomorrow, the next day, and consider sponsoring a child. Also, if you want to be in the new year, Make a now, if you want to make a resolution that you're going to call 757-391-4352, and you're going to say, I want to be on the SKST TV Network, the radio network. I want it. I've been talking about podcasts, me and my boys, me and my girls, whoever. We've been talking about doing a podcast, and we just ain't doing it. It's your time to do it, okay? So just go to skstradio.com. Check us out, and it's going to change your life. It changed ours. But we talked about this for a while, didn't we? About doing a
Sound like
podcast.
you've been talking a long time.
Yeah, we have been. Yeah. So,
Lord.
but we're excited that we're doing this.
God.
We're excited that we're doing this.
Uh-huh.
This is really great.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? You good. You good.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So honey, so let's talk about what this year has meant to you, this past year.
Trials and tribulations.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! It's been a lot. A lot of praying, a lot of fasting, a lot of really intercession, a lot of discovery, a lot of transforming and transformation, a lot of that, a lot of learning more about myself, a lot of realizing us women, sometimes we don't give ourselves the self-care that we really need because we put 100% in for everybody else, and the one that's neglected the most is yourself. And that is so important, I know, for everyone, especially women, because we give to our children, we give to our families, those that are the matriarch of the family, that holds the family together, sisters, brothers, cousins, children, whatever the case is. And sometimes we do so much for everybody else. And at the end of the day, you know, we're the one that's being neglected, especially our single young ladies that have children. And I tell my daughter all of the time, you know, it's something that she said to me the other day that kind of made me think about her in a situation. My daughter has one child, but she said, "Mom, I'm doing the job of a mom and a dad." And she said, "Mom, it's so much," and she felt so guilty of allowing us to watch the baby for her while she take time out for herself. And I said, "Why do you feel guilty?" Because she said, "I feel like I'm a bad mom because I'm leaving my child with somebody else." Or with you, not there's anything wrong with the baby being with grandma and granddad, but it's just that she felt like she was neglecting her. And I said, "Baby, listen."
I be wanting her to go do stuff so we can get the baby.
Amen. I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Keep
But
going. Bye.
But listen, let me tell. This is what I told her. I said, "Baby, if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of this baby." And I'll tell every single person out there, whether you are a single dad or whether you're a single mom, please take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Because I'm telling you, y'all, if you don't, you won't be able to do the things that you want to do moving forward.
Yeah, especially if you're out doing something, it doesn't help to keep calling back to the house every 5 minutes. The baby okay?
Yeah, you just gotta.
You might as well not even go nowhere.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So-
you have to learn how to, and I think that's something that we, as humans, we do. We fall out of love with ourselves, and it's time for us to love ourselves. Okay, go and get a massage. Go and get bubble bath. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. All that good stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I would be doing all that too, except showering with you.
What?
You have the water on hell.
How else you gonna get clean?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to be no client.
Oh.
But anyway, but so listen, do us a favor. Look, I'll be tell you, take your left hand, put on your right shoulder. Take your right hand, put on your. I got it right this time. Because last time I got it, I said, take your right hand and put on your shoulder. Hey, I got it, but look, yourself. You know what I'm saying? Show yourself some love. That's what she's talking about. Show yourself some love, you know, and because a lot of times we're so hard on ourselves. I know I am, you know, when you make mistakes and stuff like that, and getting older, and you know, things don't kick in like they used to. The body doesn't work. Body doesn't work like it used to.
Ooh, God
you know,
knows.
especially
Jesus.
for those of us in the over 60 club. I'm in that club.
That's not me.
You know, I know it ain't you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's still a baby. Yeah, I robbed her. No, I didn't rob her. Clearly was legal when I got it. But anyway. We'll get it twisted.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Jesus help us.
Yeah, so
today.
but yeah, this has been it's been a year of discovery. I know for me, I've had to learn a lot of things this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a lot of acceptance. You know, like I said, when you're getting older, your body doesn't. You're not able to do some of the things I have been. You know, some things that I used to be able to do when I was younger. You know, and sometimes that could be a trial.
Yeah, but you know, age is just a number.
Right.
But sometimes
it's mind over matter. And if you don't mind, it don't matter.
But Lord have mercy. All I'm saying is that you know, life is what you make it. And if that's what you want to be, or that's how you want to feel, then that's you. But sometimes you got to put a little effort in to do something for yourself, or do something to make things better. And that's for everybody, you know.
Yeah, but if your body ain't listening.
I'm just saying.
I remember one time we did something, and I think we were doing food giveaway, something, but it was really taxing. I knew something about. And that morning I got ready to get up, and my body said, "Where the heck do you think you going?" What is there cases that the body's willing, but something however that goes. Yeah, but for me, it's learning to accept that I'm getting older, and that, you know, the stuff creaks now. You know,
makes noise.
Automatic oil.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the Tin Man, you bend over and something popped in and stuff, and you're like, "Oh my God, that my knees popping like that," you know, and that's happened. You know, that's happened in the bed. You know, I'll go. I said, "Hey, did you hear that?" She said, "Oh my God, was that your leg that popped?" I mean, oh no,
or having issues with trying to bend over.
Oh, bend over and put the shoe. Oh my God. Now, for you guys know, I don't know. I'm going to be having hip surgery soon, and I cannot put my socks on. I can't then put my socks on. Now, I got this little sock thing they give me, you know, and then I can't tie my shoe.
I have to end up tying.
She tied my shoe, but she put the double knot, and then it's hard to get out. Anyway, that's another story. So this year, like I said, I gained some things, I've lost some things. You know, towards the end of the year, you know, I lost both my brothers back to back, one in October and one in December. And, you know, that to me was just a period where I was just numb. I was just numb. I didn't want to hear scripture. I didn't want to hear nothing. You know, and then to have people to tell you how to breathe, you know. Yeah, I want y'all to know, somebody told me, said, "Boy, it's a good thing you a pastor, because if you weren't a pastor, well, I don't know how you would handle it." Boy, that PTSD card I had in my pocket was getting ready to come out. And sometimes people just don't know what to say. You know, I mean, they mean well, but, you know, 2025 was a real defining year. And then, of course, the young man who I helped to teach him how to play the keyboards, and got him his first job and stuff like that. Then he passes away, you know, right behind my brother. So I want to try to learn, you know, especially I'm not making a resolution that, you know, the things I'm gonna do next year. You may not make it to next year. can start now. Is learning how to deal with conflict better.
Yeah. That is so important because in this life, we're going to have trials and we're going to have tribulations, but it's what we do with it that counts. And I know sometimes some people, when they're dealing with they regress. They go into a state of depression. And they allow things to take over in their mind, in their heart, and in their spirit. And I'm telling you, if y'all have never experienced before, if you ever lose a parent or a sibling or whatever, man, that is something that would take the breath out of you. Trust me, been there, done that. And I know that when I lost my sister years ago, it took me a year to get a whole year. And I was praying, God, please do not allow me to get pregnant at all, because I was afraid that if I would get pregnant that I would lose this child. That's how bad it was for me. And so because of that, I'm so glad that God grant me that wish, because I did not want to be pregnant while going through this. Because it was a very emotional thing. I stopped eating. It was a whole lot of stuff. And then finally, when I got over it, that's when the Lord blessed me, with pregnancy, which I thought was just amazing. And that really lifted my spirit, because this child that I had was a girl, looked just like my sister. And I named her after my sister. So that really, really blessed me a lot. So, that's just something that I went through. And when I lost my mom and my dad, that is something that, because no one can ever replace mom or dad. No one will ever love you like your mom and dad does, so that was devastating too. And I know, Will, you've experienced that as well. And so what we really try to do is we try to I know for me, I try to live the life that my parents really poured into me, which is Jesus Christ. I really try to live that, and sometimes I fall short, Will. Sometimes I really do fall short. Yeah. And then I think about the teachings. I think about everything that my mom and dad taught us, especially about loving people and meeting them where they are, because God had to meet me where I was. He didn't tell me, oh, you got to have a diamond ring, you got to have your light, everything got to be paid for before you come to me. None of that happened. He met me where I was, and because he met me where I was, he was able to do a work on the inside of me.
Right. And the thing is, these individual things that we experience are what Beyond the Vows is about.
Yeah.
Is beyond, do you take the right to having to hold this way form of sickness? Those it's really tried. It's those vows are under attack.
Yeah.
And that is the point where as couples we need to find a way of being able to help nurture each other, not change each other, but be able to nurture each other in a way that is going to help each of us grow together, as individually and collectively.
Yeah, but even though those trials and those tribulations in a relationship come and they make us strong and they do help us to grow, but as we're growing, we're still peeling away that old thing, so that is causing us to change, and that change is going to be good, but we got to allow that growth, which is kind of hard, because sometimes growth it forces us to come out of what we know or come out of what we're so familiar with, and it introduces something new. I think about a flower when it's budding from that little seed, the little green part. I don't even know what the name of it is.
The green part.
You understand what I'm talking about? Like a rose that come in that little thing,
The bud.
the little bud, right? Yeah, and the green part start coming out,
Mhm.
and it starts to lay down, and then here come the other part of the flower, and begins to open up slowly. That's how it is with us,
Mhm.
when it comes to that change.
Yeah. And you know what we need?
What?
This gonna blow y'all away.
Uh-oh.
When y'all hear this piece of advice I'm about to give you,
Oh my God!
you're gonna tune in
Hold
every
on
week
to
to
your
see what
horses.
tidbit I'm.
Hold on to your horses.
We need check this out.
Oh
Y'all,
God!
stop the presses. We need emotional neosporin.
Can you explain what that is?
So when you get a cut and you put neosporin on it, neosporin is supposed to take away the scab or
Okay.
the scar.
So what's emotional neosporin?
No, emotional neosporin is to find some way of healing so that the scar and the scab still doesn't show
And how do you do that?
with neosporin.
Well, you're not.
No, but you get what I'm trying to say. There's got to be something because, when you hurt somebody else, why is the scars? So, because you can look at scars, and why did I have that scar? And begin to take you back
Mm-hmm.
to why you had that scar,
Right.
and then you lose your focus on your healing for going back to look at why I have that scar,
But
and that
shouldn't
starts to
it-
bring some emotions up that may have been suppressed, or
But
knowing you were there.
shouldn't that be a victory scar for you?
It
that-
can be.
Because
It can
that's
be.
something that you've overcome.
Right, but it can be. But I'm just saying you don't lose focus, or you can take it one or two ways. One thing we're gonna relive how the scar got there, or you're gonna go, I made it over. That's the
And
next
I
one.
think, but I think that that's a choice that you make.
Yeah.
And I don't know, as for me, any scars I have, it's gonna help remind me of without God I couldn't have made it over. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that is something that I would take, and that's how I would do it personally. That's how I would, because you are reminded if God did it back then, He'll do it again. So that's how I see it.
I'm having a Eddie Murphy life moment.
Oh my
You know,
God,
Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. And it was Claude and what was the other's name?
I don't know.
When they got real old and they were sitting on the bench, and he said, you had said something. Remember, you had said something. You said something earlier. We were talking about forgiving.
Okay,
Okay. And you said that,
was this when we were in the car?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So about forgiving. When someone has wronged you,
Mm-hmm.
And especially if it's to a family member,
Right.
And I know myself as a dad, anybody that hurts my kids, I'm going to battle.
You?
I'm going to fight.
Yeah.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, but you said something about how to forgive, because if you're put into a situation
Mhm.
where can you be put in a situation where you have to forgive?
That's a good question, Will. Can you put yourself in a situation where you have to forgive?
Right.
You know what, Will? I mean, but what does forgiveness do? What is it going to do? Is it supposed to heal you? What is it for? It's not for the other person. It's for you. Because think about it. Who wants to live an angered life? Who wants to live a life full of wrath and a life full of revenge in their heart? Because that right there is enough to put more stress than what you need actually on you. You don't need that. So forgiveness is for you, to release yourself, and then think about it. Look, we are not guilty of not doing somebody else wrong because we fall into that ourselves.
Mhm.
But we want God to forgive us, so we have to forgive each other.
Yeah. And one of the hardest things has been for couples to learn to forgive and forgive quickly.
True.
And holding on to stuff just makes it like a sore begin to fester.
True.
But
I think that if the person that is that you have to forgive, or the one that done you wrong, they have to be sincere in asking for that forgiveness, and they have to be honest with their feelings and say, this is something that I didn't mean to do, but I did do it, and I'm going to take ownership for it, and I'm sorry.
And what happens is someone doesn't want your forgiveness, and you're pouring your heart out, and they be like, yeah, right.
Well, I would associate it with them being so hurt that they allowed that hurt to overtake how they actually feel. And sometimes that does happen, and it does take a while. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it does take a minute to kind of like get yourself back to where you need to be, because you allowed that hurt to override everything. So that is something that you as a person will have to learn how to deal with and learn how to overcome.
Yeah. And forgiving quickly is just like having a bad cold. You cough that stuff up, and you can
that's
just clear.
That's not something that's
the same thing.
No, I'm not saying it's not the same thing. It's just too much information.
Well, I've been saying it cleanses you.
Yeah, but that's
whatever that is.
You didn't even say that right. Lord have mercy. God help him today.
But that's something that I understand is really important, is to forgive and forgive quickly. And it's a cleansing thing.
It is. But,
it really is.
And then, I'm not going to lie, sometimes people have a hard time doing that because they don't know if they're going to get hurt again. So sometimes they will put up some form of shield. Yeah. Right. To protect their heart, because it's like, hey, I let my guard down and I got hurt, and here it come again. You think I'm allowed that? No, it's hard.
You get me again.
It's exactly. They're not gonna
fool me once,
right?
Shame on
twice.
Shame on me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So this has been a year to really reflect on, because some wonderful things happened this year. Oh my gosh! When we come back on to the break, we're gonna do some picture watching of our year, part of our year.
Yes.
But one of the great things this year to me was seeing our granddaughter walk. Oh my goodness! And to hear her call my Papa. And you know what? Yeah, when we go to daycare, pick her up. We was in the daycare. We were standing here.
Here we go.
I was standing there, and here comes the baby running. She bypassed her grandmama, came right to her grandpa. Oh, you tell me my chest. That was wonderful.
You see who's the disciplinary of this family is me, because he ain't trying to do it.
I can't do it.
No.
She may not yell at her, but be stern with her.
Huh? Yeah.
And I tell me you don't yell, but you be real stern with her.
Yes.
And I turn my head and you look right at me and say, "You better not pick up."
That's right.
Oh, it'd be true.
The Bible tells us to train up a child in the way that they should go.
She looks so cute.
Oh, no. Because if you let a child rule you, you wait till they get 9. They're going to try and rule you again. Just like, listen, do you know she slapped the out of him?
No, she hit me with a toy.
She slapped you.
When?
You know she slapped you yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
No. And I said, oh, so you're going to let her do that? And then he said, oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I said, oh, no, And I put her down.
I had
No.
I had a case of all the timers.
When I say I put her down, I put her from him on the floor and I talked to her. And I told her that is not how we act. And I said, you do not hit anyone. And of course, she put her head down because she knew exactly what I was saying. She knew exactly where I was coming from.
How you going to turn my good memory of her walking into her getting disciplined?
Well, you changed the subject. I want me. Anyway.
That was so great. Oh, and you got promoted this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got promoted on your job. She didn't move from the back to the front. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
So listen, when we come back,
yeah,
we're gonna show you some quick pictures. We're gonna talk a little bit more about what this year has meant to us, and give you an opportunity to write us and tell you what was your 2025 best memory. Right here on Beyond. We got a beautiful promotion. She didn't go from the back to the front. And so when everybody comes into the office, everybody sees her beautiful face. Just, almost make me wish I was a pediatric. I could just, they try to call me a geriatric now. Yeah.
Well, you are.
I told the pediatric, who you calling geriatric? Well, I'm not a geriatric. Anyway, but I got my doctorate this year, my honorary doctorate, and it was really cool. And it felt a little, kind of, I don't know, didn't feel right in the beginning, especially people not calling me Dr. Brown, and but having an honorary doctorate versus an earned doctorate, I was like, some people earn doctorate, they study, they do this, they do their dissertation. And talking to Dr. Bernice King, I talked to Dr. King, got a chance to talk to her back in the green room when she came to Virginia, Old Dominion. And she said, I said, I'm gonna do the introduction. And, she said, you got one. I said, you have 3 honorary doctorates, and I said, Dr. King, I just got my first honorary doctorate. I don't feel really good that I even earned it, And she said, you know what? People who got earned doctorates have to do a dissertation. Dissertation is a work. She said, people who get honorary doctorates, we are the work. We have done the work. And it made me feel a little better, So then I got notified that I'm being considered for a second honorary doctorate next year.
So what that's going to make you? Doctor?
Doctor.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Double D.
No. No, sir.
Yeah. But and then the football season, I got a chance to always wanted to know what it was like to be in the broadcast booth at a football game. I watch football a lot and stuff like that.
Are we gonna look at the pictures?
And hear the commentaries. Yeah. I'm talking about my highlights and look at that. But I got a chance to announce in the booth. And Maria came with me one time, and I was looking for her and trying to find out she's in the car with the feet on. Well, I covered up there. But this has been great. It's been an up and down year, and I thank God for everything that happened. And of course, before we go, I'm gonna show you some pictures. We lost a giant in the music industry today. Richard Smallwood And he just celebrated his 77th birthday on November the 30th. And they had a big celebration for him. He passed away today in Washington, D.C. area. And he's responsible for so many great hits. Jesus, You're the Center of My Joy. A lot of your other favorite songs that you like. So we want to send out our prayers and our thoughts to the Smallwood family. And I know, things will, some more information will be coming up. And I got a chance to know Richard, and never forget his words to me when we had the gospel music workshop, and I was in the group with him and Sandra Crouch and Daryl Coley and some, and I just felt like I don't really belong in this group. He says, never underestimate what your presence will mean to somebody else. And I will never forget that. And I thank him for that. So listen, we got a collage. That's a big word. I went Google that last night of pictures that we want to share with you. It's called retrospective. Yeah, it's like, retrospective. So hope you enjoy this, and we may just go back and talk about some of the stuff that you see.
Hooray for the holiday, joy in the air. Families together, love everywhere. Laughter and cheer, hearts open wide. Let's make this season a magical ride. No time to dwell on the year gone by. Let's lift each other, reach for the sky. What matters now is love that lasts. Let's make this moment a joyful blast. It's holiday time, time to have fun, time for the craze. Happy holidays, everyone. Let's praise him.
That was a wonderful retrospective. What was your favorite?
Me and my baby.
Oh, thank you, honey.
I'm talking about the grandbaby.
That one.
Yeah, she is. She just means so much to me, and that picture was when we were going to the concert, and I had the pleasure of watching her. She hadn't quite learned how to walk yet, but she took that picture with me, and I don't know, it's just something about her. Everybody says that she looks like me. I tend to think she does. You know,
she has part of your name.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. But that gene is very strong. I'm so in love with my grandbaby. I love her so much. That's not the only one that I enjoy the most. Is there another one that we can put up?
You know what? I was thinking.
Which that right there.
Where were we at?
Actually, Will, that was done a couple years ago on your birthday. Remember when I surprised you? And we went to, was it Williamsburg? Yeah. We went to Williamsburg for your birthday, and I had a private chef to come and fix him
to our room, brother.
Yep.
Fix to our room. Yeah.
We had lobster and shrimp, and you had a baked potato, fully loaded. What else? We had fruit. And what else? We had like a mixed fruit thing. And what did we have for dessert?
Can't say that in mixed company.
Well, I'm just. My God. But anyway, it was really, really nice. And remember, and then what was it? The next day, you fixed us that steak dinner we ate outside. Remember?
Sure did.
Yep, that was nice.
Sure did.
So that was the
Make memories. You know,
Yeah.
that's so important. And I do know I want to do more of that in the new year.
Okay, we'll see. Okay. Yes.
Let's see what other picture can we talk about?
One.
That when now we were in church.
No.
God
will. Your mind is gone. Oh, jeez, I know everything. Jeez.
What was it?
Long-term memory.
No, I thought it was that New Testament, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. That was actually at the FFX Center when we were hosting the movie that you were in. Oh, you forgot, didn't you? Mm-hmm.
The movie, which movie?
Not Breathe, but the other one, the Church Folks.
Church Folks?
Yes, that was the one.
Oh.
Didn't even remember, did you?
I sure didn't.
Long-term memory gone, y'all.
Just gone. That was great. That was just recently.
It was.
And that was at our church and our new building. We have a new building, Renewal Outreach Center, 7520 Sewell Point Road in Norfolk. And I think the excitement that we were able to bring. Many of you don't know that a lot of the nonprofits did not receive toys this year. And you know, when they say pay it forward, you know, so I had lady, you know, and she called and she said, you know, remember the 10 lepers? And I'm like, yeah, I remember 10 lepers. Well, you know how the 9 didn't come back and I'm the only one came back? She says, well, I'm the one that comes back because every year you bless us and you bless other people. And we know that you didn't get anything this year to help the children. And she said, come over here, I got some toys for you.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
She came and we got those toys and we set up at the church, and those kids, they just had a ball.
Yes. And that is something that we do every year. Now we're grateful to God to have the opportunity. You know, when you do stuff for other people and it comes back to you, even though we wasn't able to get it like we did, and then somebody else came and blessed us with 4 gigantic boxes full of toys that we was able to distribute, not to just our church, but to other people. We also gave away some toys to a daycare. We gave away some toys to other children that were in need, that did not have a Christmas, that parents could not afford their Christmas. Why? Because of their job, losing of their job, or their parents wasn't able to afford anything. We was able to be a blessing to them, not only with just the toys, also with food. So God has really blessed us. He's really blessed us to be a blessing. Oh, wait a minute. And then remember, we were able, us right here, SKST company, I hope I'm saying this right, with Miss Cammie Grayson and all of the wonderful men and women of this particular radio station. We were able to come together and we were able to bless three families for Thanksgiving. And I praise God. Thank you so much. Out of the kindness of the heart. Yes, turkeys and hams and all of the fixings. Yep. And man, thank you so much. Ain't nobody asked you to mention anything about.
But don't forget also, then I got a call from this year and donated 5 bikes.
Oh yeah.
No, 6 bikes. I was able to give away.
Yeah. So there was a whole lot. It was a whole lot of giving, and I was grateful. And y'all know what? Even on my job, I had asked my supervisor. I said, "Hey, is it okay that we can be a blessing, to some of our patients?" And the higher up said, "Yeah, it was okay." So a lot of my co-workers, they came together. We got turkeys and hams and all the fixing. And I thought maybe we was going to give away at least 2 Thanksgiving baskets. We were able to give away 6. And I'm so grateful for all my co-workers and all of those that participated. And see, it only takes one.
It's one.
And sometimes it takes that one voice in the wind. Oh my God. That one voice can change the world. It really can. Next, can we go to the next? I'm sorry.
I admonish couples to do stuff together.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing that warms your heart more than doing ministry together.
True.
You know, as a couple, and it's more power. You know what I'm saying? When you do that.
Yeah.
You know? I think that let's see.
Hooray for the holiday, joy in the air.
I think that was at a bowling alley.
Are you sure? I don't think so.
I believe it was a bowling alley.
Yes, let me see that.
Oh no, wait a minute.
I think
no. I get if that's the picture. I think I got a story with that. Oh yeah. Engineer, go back to if that's the picture, I got a story for y'all. Yes.
Hooray for the holiday.
Right.
Yes. That was at FX at the Apex Theater, the Apex Entertainment Place.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because the racetrack thing was behind us.
Oh.
Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, let's go to.
But I will tell you. So when we talk about creating memories, and I think we told the story before, took it to the Apex Entertainment Place in Virginia Beach, and I didn't tell her where we were going or what we were doing.
Yeah,
I paid for 2. Well, we didn't have the baby at the time. I paid for 2.
Well, yes, we did.
No, we didn't have her at that time when I made the reservations.
Oh, okay.
Made the reservations because I wanted to create a new memory. So we were going to go-kart riding. And just before we got ready to go kart riding, we got bamboozled and hoodwinked and said, "Oh, you need to keep on watch the baby." So, oh Lord! So now I can't race against you, but we still made it happen. We took the baby with us, and we took turns doing the go kart. So when you went in there, I'm looking on the screen. I see when you left. I said, "Okay, that's Maria right there," because everybody else was riding right past her, and then. And as they will come across the bend, they will come across the bend. I see 2 cars. I'm going, oh, there she is. Here she comes. And then those guys hit you.
Oh, yeah.
Said, oh, no.
No way. I mean, when I say this person hit me, and you know, when you're inside of that go-kart, you know, you're not really seated. I mean, you're not really like, it jolts you. And when I did one of them things, and I was like, oh no.
What was so funny was I'm looking on the screen, everybody, they're still racing. Then I see Higa Maria walking out.
I said, I need to get out of this now. Because, you know, I felt a little dizzy, and I was like, wait a minute. It's not working to me. So I had to go. Yeah,
but that was at least that was an effort, you know, to try to do something different.
Yeah, try to do something.
Do something different, you know.
What's the next picture?
Let's look at another picture.
Hooray for the holiday, joy in the air, families together.
Funeral.
It was.
Yeah, that was at the funeral, and having to speak, you know, was really hard, and having the Star Trek. You know, my brother and I were great. You know, we're big Trekkie fans, and I was able to tell them, yeah, live long and prosper. Yeah, I was able to tell the story how when in 1994.
You gonna tell the story again?
Star Trek Generations, yeah.
Oh,
Star Trek Generations.
Okay.
Picard and Kirk were playing in the same picture, and at the end, Captain Kirk was on this sled thing. And he fell down the mountain. Boom, 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 boom. Picard was in the ship, and then he says, "Captain, Captain, Captain," and then Kirk finally said something. He says, "Oh, did we win?" Captain Picard said, "Yes, we won, Captain." Kirk said, "Oh, it was fun." And then he looked up like this. He said, "Oh no." You know, he said, "Oh my." And I jumped up in the theater and says, "Oh no." And he died. When I left that theater, I was towed up. I called Stanley. I said, "Stanley." He said, "I already know. I already know."
Help me, God.
So I told you he gave me these mints, and it was the dilithium crystal mints. I'm like, what kind of constellation is this? And I kept those mints from 1995 till his funeral that day, and I gave the kids that I left with Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So that was bittersweet.
It was.
You know, bittersweet. Yeah. Let's look at one more picture.
Hooray for the holiday, joy in the air. Families together, love everywhere, laughter and cheer.
And
we would
those two. Well, the first one was when I attended. Well, when you and we went to Williamsburg.
Yeah.
And we had an event, and Will was doing the sound there for an event this past November.
December 5th.
Yeah. And
it was for the epilepsy
Epilepsy Foundation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Tanisha Tyler. And that was what I really enjoy when I'm doing like sound. That's always been my ultimate on my bucket list, is to have my wife working the board with me when we're doing our thing. Because, you know, a lot of times we're out and I'm doing sound and you're running stage and stuff like that. You know? I really enjoyed it. You know that. And you remember when we went to New Jersey and we ran the sound for the play, My Life Matters, at the theater in New Jersey.
Oh yeah. That
was cool. You and I was in the booth looking down on the stage, and they got pictures of us and stuff. I really love working with you. You know, you may not understand all the technical stuff, but just having you there makes, you know, and when you see me doing my thing, boy, that just makes my chest. Yeah. I had chest, I stick out a little more now because I got more belly than chest. So something doesn't match when I try to do that. So I try to, you know, be contortionist and try to make something bigger than the other.
Lord Jesus, he will never change. Lord Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So a little bit of time we have left. What are you looking forward most to 2026?
Self-care. I'm looking forward to that. Because there's some things that Maria needs to do for me. Because, you know, I spent all of my life taking care of the kids. And sometimes, well, a lot of times, always put myself before everything. Always.
You do.
And I'm serious. And with this, and I know moms sacrifice all the time, but just like I said earlier, that self-care, it is so important that we as women, because a lot of the things that we go through physically is because of stress, because we deal with so much. I have quite a few children, and when they go through, I go through, and so that's something that you just cannot take away from a parent, whether you're a husband or a father. You can't take away when your child's hurting. You hurt too. So you take on their burdens, but I'm looking forward to self-care for myself. Honestly, I'm looking forward to doing more things and all with you. I'm looking forward to making our family great by being a good example to them. I'm serious, not faking the funk or not trying to trip or act like I got it all together. But baby, I don't. That's why we all need the help of God,
Yeah.
and to be honest and tell the truth. God, stop lying. Tell the truth, about so that God can deal with you where you are, so that he can help you, because I'm telling you, a lot of stuff, y'all, we can't do it by ourselves. We're always going to need someone to help us, whether you have a best friend or whatever the case is. I need you to push me to where I need to be, motivate, encourage me, give me what I need. And, it means so much when you have somebody that can push you to your greatness. You know what I mean? That means so much.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward in 2026 to God sending my sister a mister.
I hear you.
It's my sister a mister.
Okay.
That's right.
And you know what?
But they have to come to me first,
Well,
because I'm particular about my sister.
and you know what? Will?
Yeah,
And
I'm
maybe even for our show with Beyond the Vows, we can talk to other single men and women that would love to understand what Beyond the Vows are and how they can get there in their preparation.
Be prepared. Be prepared
For that.
Yeah. And there's nothing better than to hear somebody say, a child say, or an adult say, I want to be married just like my mom and dad. To be that example. And of course, in the new year, and my mindset is now, because it's not
we're almost
yet,
there.
but my mindset now is to have a banner year,
A what
a
year?
banner year of like I said, more self-love, self-care, because self-care is going to translate into couple care, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing. A lot of different things with you this year. You might have talked about retiring again for the third time. Spend more time, in my not geriatric years, my elder years. Elder years of I like making you speak in other tongues. When I'm that good, when I'm just really good to you, you'd be like,
Lord Jesus. That don't sound nothing like me. Look, that don't sound nothing like me.
Yeah, but I love putting a smile. I love putting a smile on my honey's face, and you should too. That you should strive to. It's not always going to be, as my dad used to say, a bed of eaves or bed of roses. But you make do with what you have. You make adjustments, and you know that this too will pass.
And you know what else I'm looking forward to, Will? I'm looking forward to our family, because we have a blended family. I'm looking for the blended family to be more united. And that is so important. Only thing I can think of is how we can make the connection for them even greater. Because connecting and knowing that you have somebody that you can rely on, someone that has your back, just like a village. It takes a village to help raise a child. honestly, y'all, it really, really
It really
does.
does.
You know, you got your parents, you got your grandparents, you got your sisters and your brothers, aunts, cousins,
Mm-hmm.
friends, and all that other stuff. But you know, without that village, sometimes you won't be able to make things happen.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Right. Well, listen, again, just we want to say from our family,
To yours,
Happy New Year.
Happy-
We pray that this year, 2026, will be the best year ever.
very best year.
The start of the best years ever, not
Right,
just 2026,
right,
but 2026 and beyond.
Yes,
That is our prayer
yes.
for you. Remember, deafchildhope.org. Sponsor a child today. They would really appreciate it. We would love it. Listen, write us.
Yeah.
Email us at Beyond the Vows with the S .skstv@gmail.com.
Say it again.
Beyond the Vows .skstv@gmail.com. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the
Yes.
new year.
In the new
And in the new year,
year.
let me tell you something. So today we were just really G-rated today because this is the end of the year. We want to give y'all some positive things to think about this now. But in the new year, it's gonna get controversial. Controversial. Did I say that right?
I guess.
It's gonna be a lot of stuff. There it is. All right. Anyway, we love you, baby. I love you. Happy New Year, sweetheart.
Happy New Year
Remember,
to you.
deafchildhope.org. Thank you to SKST Radio, congratulations
Yes,
everybody.
yes, yes,
And we'll see you
everybody.
in 2026.
Happy New Year. Claim it, claim it, claim it.
All
It's yours
the
for the
praises
asking.
we forgot.
Hooray for the holiday, joy in the air. Families together, love everywhere. Laughter and cheer, hearts open wide. Let's make this season a magical ride. No time to dwell on the year gone by. Let's lift each other